I've never really been into fashion, believe it or not, the industry of it, but I always had my own sense of style. I dress how I dress according to how I feel or how I want to feel. And so whenever I needed to go shopping, I couldn't ever find anything in my size or anything that inspired me. And so that was another motivator for me to start teaching myself to sew. My cousin gave me a little home machine that she wasn't using. And the first thing that I did was took apart an old dress shirt by the seams, and then I traced it out on some new fabric. I sat on the floor in the attic. I didn't even have a table or anything, and then put that thing together like that, and that was my first piece. It got to a point where I started making other people more clothes than myself, and then that's when I started taking it seriously as a business. So this here is a faux leather. Looks like snakeskin, kind of like a python. And what I'm doing is making a crop top jacket, sort of like the one on the mannequin over here for Vasu, the performing artist. I think y'all interviewed him before.
Okay, yeah. So this is a custom Threads by T jacket. I came to T with the idea, and as soon as I told him what I wanted to do, I showed him a reference. He was like, "Bomb, that's what we gonna do. A crop jacket, we gonna go to the store, you could pick out your fabric and all of that, and the rest was history."
Black Supreme. To live afraid is inferior.
When I make things for people, I like to make things that are a part of their everyday lives, not something you wear once and that's it, not something you have to plan to wear 3 months ahead. I make things with the energy to be, again, to inspire, to empower, to help people find God within, and to feel like their best and favorite versions of themselves. The way that fabric feels on our skin literally affects how we present throughout the day. Have you ever worn uncomfortable underwear, for example, and it just throws off your energy? And so comfort is another pillar of what I create. A lot of times, especially when I'm just creating, if it's not one of those practical things, I need a coat, I need a bag, I'll look at the fabric and the fabric will tell me what it wants to be. When I started, I wouldn't have imagined that I'd be going to London to exhibit in 2 fashion shows. I was invited to walk on these stages. I'm actually leaving this week. So ethos is an introspective view into the traits and characteristics that form who we are, how we present to the world, and where our power lies.
Oh, ethos is tough. This is what I was trying to say before about his he's like an intellectual, so he thinks things through, and then somehow he just takes you on this crazy artistic journey, right? Like he'll find a fabric that represents ethics. Like, how does that make sense? I don't know. It's wavy.
So the exhibition is broken down into 5 collections. First collection is the Heroes. Second collection is called the Jungle. Third collection is called the Lovers. The fourth collection is Clarity. The final collection is the Title, which is Ethos. And Ethos is a culmination of all the collections. So now we know who we are. We know what we want from this world. We know what we want to give this world. We are at our ethos.
He's creating wearable art, right? It's like a fashion museum. And I feel like with the culture out here and what he's contributing to it, it's just everybody is going to be able to kind of just bring out their inner power, right? And just be a visual representation of who they are.
It's really an amazing feeling to see other people in the pieces, but more so see how they react to them and see the greatest versions of themselves come out by absorbing the energy that I put into these pieces.
I dare you pay attention. They don't want you educated, unified, and winning. On every account, deconstruction of pillars.
When did you start to see T expressing himself as an artist?
I think pretty much he always has in some way. He always embraced creativity And he always had his own idea about how to do things. And he was always interested in things that were a little more mature even than the other kids. He seemed to be able to grasp things very easily always. So he's true to himself from birth.
I grew up in a household where I can really experiment and explore and just be myself and try my ideas and try anything that I wanted, really, and I'm grateful for that.
His style in general just gives other people an open door to, to be a little bit different. We know that art is creative, but sometimes you can still be confined in how you present the art, and I think that he does help people just to be much more open-minded and comfortable.
If you could give your younger self any piece of advice, what would it be?
Take yourself seriously. Major life decisions make for yourself, and not because anyone else wants you to do that. Go ahead and take the risks. Go ahead and travel. And that you can be and do everything that you think you can be and do. And to do it now. Don't wait.
This is motivation for the faint at heart. I challenge you to take control and play your part. Supreme being. It's about channeling your greater self and sharing with the mainstream. Peter Piper couldn't pick a better pickle. So live your dream. Black Supreme.